So the next thing that we want to do is to actually draw a rectangle. We want to end up with a rectangle that looks like this, because if we look at our Pokeball here, okay, it is, this is the rectangle we're going to start with. The very top, you can see they're both at the very top of it, okay? So let's just put that away for a sec. I want to start with my X value. Now the X value is how far from the left this rectangle is. So I look at the left side, it's always the left side, and I look up and I see that it points to the 20. This rectangle here, I look up the left side, it points to 10. This one here, I look up, it points to 60. But we're doing this one. So we're going to do, for X, we're going to do 20. And we put a comma in. Comma's very important. Computer, very stupid. So we need to tell it exactly what we want it to do, and the commas help us tell it what we're doing when. So 20, first one. Now, Y, that is how far up or down. So if we look along the top to the left, what number is the top pointing at? It's pointing at 0. If we look at this one here, look along the top, what number is it pointing at? If you said 10, good job, it's 10. And at the top here, this one's pointing at 30. And so is this one over here. And so is this one here. Okay? So for our one, though, that's our one, it's pointing at 0. So we're going to do 0. Width. This is how wide our thing is. So if I look here, 20 to 60. Now the smart, the mathsy among you may have realized, well, I could just take the 20 off the 60. That may not be intuitive to everyone because we all think about things differently. So if I look, I can see that there's actually squares, right? You can see these squares. And there's some here as well. I could just count the squares. How many squares wide is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can tell you each square is 10 pixels wide. So if I have 4 squares and each one is 10 pixels wide, that's going to be, if you said 40, you are correct. So 40. Height-wise, well, let's use that square trick again. There's one square. We can see this is 1 square high. So if it's 1 square high, yeah, it's going to be 10. 1 times 10, 10. Cool. So if I hit play, well, I already had it, but that's the correct shape. You should now have a rectangle like that. So the next one we're going to look at is this one here. We're going to do this one together. Okay, 10, 10. I know that I'm going to be 10 down and 10 across because the top is pointing at 10 and the left is pointing at 10. So I can go enter. I can type rect, open a bracket. I can do 10, comma, 10. Now, how wide is it? Well, it's 1 square wide, which means it's going to be 10. And how tall is it? Well, it's 2 squares high, so it's going to be 20. Okay? We close the bracket, we put a semicolon, and let's press play. That looks good to me. That looks about right. Now, you might be wondering, Mr. Walker, how do I change the color when I get to the red section? Well, we're going to cover that in the next video.